be honest, as soon as that broadcast started, I think it was evident the direction. I mean, it left nothing to imagination. Once the broadcast started, it was clear where the broadcast was headed. Now, before the broadcast, though, there was no way to think that that would be the direction. And I say that because, when you look at the fact that Rivers State has been peaceful, yes, there are political differences, but Rivers State has been peaceful. I mean, just next door in Imo, soldiers were killed. Government didn't declare a state of emergency. In Anambra, entire communities were sacked. Government didn't declare a state of emergency. Up north, that has been the order of the day. In Lagos, there was a political fracas, and Mr. President, as the father that he is, called parties and settled it. So there was no way any Rivers man or woman would expect that this is where we would end up. Indeed, with the Thanksgiving in Abalama, I think one of the reasons the job people pulled out of those was to avoid being accused of leading to any bloodshed. And thankfully, there wasn't one single drop of bloodshed. So to then hear, Mr. President's broadcast was shocking. It wasn't expected. But again, we must remember that he's commander-in-chief. And so there are things that he probably sees that I don't see or you don't see.
Okay, ma'am. So why was there a need for the women to come together for this?
The women have been praying even before Mr. President's broadcast. Since things began to come to a head, Rivers women have been praying. Rivers women unite for sin praise every month. Every month. Every month they gather to pray and to thank God for the state. This is not something they just started. It's been something they've been doing for long. They started first of all as a small prayer network, and then it grew to the 23 local government areas. So the truth of the matter is that praying for peace for Rivers State, praying for progress for Rivers State, praying for Governor Sim is a mandate this group has had. So it's not something that was happenstance, This is the third day, for instance, It just happened that the third day came after the state of emergency.
So, some people say, while they are disappointed at the state of emergency, but they say at least let everybody go and rest. The fight has been too much.
I think that, again, that is one way to look at it. But another way to look at it is to say, was this truly the best option? Have there been cases like this in the past, and what was done? All right? When you had a state of emergency declared by President Jonathan in those 3 states, there was serious crisis, and it wasn't political difference, it was insecurity. All right? Well, here you don't have insecurity and you declare a state of emergency. So honestly, there is also the other school of thought that wonders if this was the best option led to Mr. President.
So where do you see this ending? Do you see it ending anytime soon? Or after the 6 months, do you think it's going to end?
I'm hoping that it won't even last 6 months. I'm hoping that Mr. President will take another look at this and with the benefit of hindsight say maybe I should do something differently. They say hindsight is 20/20 vision. So maybe when he sleeps and wakes up, he might say to himself, maybe I should do something different. So I'm hoping it doesn't last 6 months. I hope that all of this is sorted out and settled. Rivers people are peaceful people. We really don't like crisis in our lives. That is the truth. In any other state, maybe in your state, Charles, people will be dead by now.